third speaker. The third speaker is Miss Kahori Kanazawa from Waseda University. She will deliver the speech under the title of Save the Sacrifice Behind Our Life. Save the Sacrifice Behind Our Life. So, Miss Kanazawa, please come up to the stage.
Ceremonies and distinguished judges and personnel. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Today, we enjoy comfortable lives thanks to electronics such as smartphones, laptops, digital cameras, or iPhones. However, this kind of comfortable life is due largely to considerable sacrifices made by innocent people. Please take a brief look at your smartphone and guess how many people have lost their lives for this video device. The fact is that various rare minerals are needed to make electronic devices, which sometimes causes serious conflicts among those striving to obtain these minerals. In other words, we are the ones who cause these conflicts. However, it is still possible for us to change the situation. Today, I'd like to argue that there is a deep connection between electronics and conflict, and suggest what we can do to save the lives of innocent people. The Democratic Republic of the Congo, which is also called DRC, and its neighboring countries such as Rwanda, possess various rare minerals like cobalt and tantalum. Developed countries buy these minerals, which are indispensable in order to produce electronic devices. For example, cobalt is needed to make batteries. If we purchase rare minerals from these African countries, an enormous amount of money flows into local armed groups because they often take control of mining industry. And as I mentioned, rare minerals mined in disputed areas and causing wars and crimes are called conflict minerals. The country that is worst affected by conflict minerals is DRC. The number of people killed in the conflict is up to 5,400,000. During the war, citizens were targeted and suffered from starvation and diseases. Now, the peace agreement has been concluded, but conflicts still continue at the local level. People in disputed areas still live in fear of conflict, even at this moment. Their lives are sacrificed for our comfortable lives. Japan largely depends on import for mineral resources, but it consumes a lot of their minerals. For instance, 55,000 tons of cobalt is used in the world per year, and Japan uses 14,000 tons of it. It is true that Japan imports not only rare minerals, but also electronic devices made in foreign countries, which means Japanese consumers are involved in wars through buying electronic devices made from conflict minerals. But in fact, Japan doesn't have to buy such a large amount of rare minerals because we can recycle and reuse them. For example, 1,300 tons of tantalum is used in the world per year, but we have 4,400 tons of it in Japan. If we recycle there are many used devices containing rare minerals in Japan. If we recycle the used electronics, we can reduce rare minerals. If we recycle used electronics locally, we can reduce the imports of rare minerals. Then we can less dependent on conflict minerals. Now, I'd like to suggest one easy way to stabilize people in disputed areas. Yes, it is recycling. It has a key to solving the problem. However, most Japanese people don't do recycling now. Statistics show that about 80% of cell phones are not recycled in Japan. Have you left used electronics at home? Why did it not try recycling now? The main reasons are the lack of knowledge of electronic device recycling and laziness. Do you know how to recycle your used electronics? You may think recycling is troublesome, but it's much easier than you think. You can recycle cell phones by just bringing them to cell phone stores like Docomo shop. You don't worry about your personal data, but they will erase it in front of us, so it's safe. There are some traders who allow you to recycle your used electronics for free, so you don't have to care about the cost. We can reduce electronics by recycling and become less dependent on conflict minerals. Moreover, you can profit by recycling. You can gain a profit by recycling. There are some traders taking recycling. If you buy electronics, some electronic retail stores such as Yamada Denki take your used one for free, and their minerals can be taken out from your used one, and it will turn into new electronics. Then you can get some points and you can use them for shopping. It's not so troublesome, isn't it? But you can gain a profit. It's a win-win solution. While we enjoy comfortable lives by using smartphones and laptops, behind the scenes, a lot of people kill in disputed areas. No one would die if we stopped using electronics, but they are killed just for making them. They are killed just for our comfortable lives, just for our selfish elegance. I'd like to say them. This is not a war happening somewhere miles away from Japan. It's our war. It is important for us that all of us have a sense of responsibility and take action. We cannot forget about the past conflicts, but we can make efforts not to repeat the tragedy. Thus, I'd like you, at least, to recycle your used electronics. Now, let's try our best to save the sacrifice behind our lives. Thank you for listening.
Now, we'd like to move on to the question and answer session. Ms. Morimoto, please.
Hello, and thank you for telling us about the importance of recycling, especially rare minerals. Okay, so what do you do yourself to recycle in your daily life?
I took my used electronics like smartphones or cell phones to cell phone stores and recycle them. And I pay attention to when I buy electronics, I pay attention to the origin country of the parts of the electronics to not prevent, elect conflict minerals. Yes.
Okay, thank you. My next question is, as you said, people may be killed in disputed areas so that we can live lives, which may be true, but there are other factors such as political matters, political unrest that could cause these tragedies in those areas. How do you feel about that?
Yes, political matter is also important, but yes, the armed groups cause the conflicts for their political matters, but the conflict, the money of selling conflict minerals is their money source. So I think the problem of conflict minerals is core of the problem.
Okay, thank you. My next question is, maybe what you talked about in your speech is one step, but to improve the lives of those people in the disputed areas, what else could we do to help them?
Sorry.
Like recycling rare metals is one step, and as you said, stop the source of money that go to disputed areas is another step. But what else can be done to improve the lives?
Yes. We can send some money to or I think it's also beneficial to share the fact of conflict minerals or conflicts in disputed areas, because many Japanese people don't know the fact. So I think to improve the situation, I think it's important to share the knowledge of it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.